feel grown. I feel mentally like 12 or something, like a kid. But now soon, I'm gonna force to be grown and do all that adult stuff, which is brutal. Like, yeah, 19 is legally an adult, but it's not mentally, you know? It's really not. Now, once you're an adult, you have to say goodbye to your friends that you met in school. And y'all probably never gonna see each other again. Y'all gonna like focus on your own lives, get jobs and stuff. Getting a job is hard. But yeah, because the only place where you find friends mainly is like school and stuff. Because you're surrounded by people your age. And y'all seem to share the same hobbies. But yeah, after that, there's really no more of that. You can't find a community, which sucks. You guys are in school right now. Take your time and try your best at finding the people you want to be with. Because as an adult, you can't do that as much. Because y'all like busy, y'all like separated from each other. But yeah, y'all gonna get lonely too. You become more lonely as you get older. Like, it's gonna hit hard. Unless you get like a partner or something. But it's not the same as like meeting your friends every day at school. And stuff like that. Yeah. And now since you're a grown person, you can't even like do the stuff that you did as a kid. Because they're gonna see you as a grown man doing that stuff, or a grown woman. Can't even see anything like that. They're gonna see you as a grown person doing that really childish stuff. They're gonna call you unc or auntie. They're gonna say you're immature. You're gonna say you're childish. They're gonna ask you if you're gonna get a job yet. But you do all these things like going to the playground. I mean, the playground is kind of weird though. But like an arcade, you play like video games. When you play, let's say, something like that, like if your cousins, if they're like kids, they're gonna see it as crazy or something. Like, you're a grown person. Like, they expect you to act grown and find a job or something. And then now y'all gonna be having kids. Y'all gonna try to get marriage. You're gonna get, or try at least making money, the most money as you guys can. And it's not easy because it takes so many steps in order to find all these things. And you're gonna feel behind. You're not gonna feel like you really accomplished anything if you didn't have that. And it's getting harder day by day because of social media and like the pressure, you know. You're gonna be pressured doing all these things at a certain age. Like, you never thought anything like that when you're a kid. You also can't like do any more fun stuff like watch movies in the classroom with your friends, or eat like snacks at school, like Capri Sun pizzas, pizza parties there. You're not. I mean, as an adult, you could buy like a lot of things you want, which is great, but it's not gonna be the same as hanging out with your friends at school, at home, and buying pizza together. Like, it's not gonna hit the same. And then y'all gonna be lonely, or another type of lonely, like nobody's gonna care for you. You gotta do things by yourself because you're grown now. You're a man or woman. You gotta live like this because they only care for like the younger people, like the kids and the young ones. They're not gonna care for an adult who's like lost or lonely. You have to do it by yourselves because you're a certain age now. And you have to take care of yourself. Nobody is gonna save you, unlike when they did, or at least cared for you when you're in like school. A lot of like adults cared for you back then. And right now, it's not gonna get easier too. You're gonna get older, you're gonna be more slow. You're gonna miss out on the opportunities if you don't do it as a young person. And it's gonna be too late to start new things like sports. Like most people start sports when they're like kids. And then they play in the bigger leagues as they get older, like the 20s, the 30s. If you start in your 30s, it might be too late to play in these bigger leagues. So yeah, you're basically cooked, and sorry, but that's the truth. It's really not good though. Really isn't. Maybe you could do other hobbies, but something like sports, it's really over. And eventually you're gonna get the regrets of things that you did not do when you were a kid. Now it's gonna be too late for some of these things. Yeah, you're still living, but some opportunities that could have presented itself when you were younger, but now is gone. Yeah. And when you get older, like all the young kids, all the young people are gonna call you these nicknames. They're gonna act like you're ancient, even though you don't feel like it, and it's gonna suck. They're gonna treat you like some different species just because of your age, like uncle and auntie stuff. They even gonna call you Gramps because you're an adult. You're grown now. At least you're not like reaching like the elderly age. You're watching this, but still, it's not gonna be fun. I've seen so many adults try fitting in with the younger kids, like all these like parents and stuff, and yeah, I think that's cool, but some people don't, which is weird. But it's because of that age stuff, like social media putting like age down, like the unk status down, or auntie, like the auntie status and unks. It's crazy how they really think of what age it should be and what age these types of people couldn't do or can't do anymore. But yeah. And then the job stuff is gonna be so hard. You're gonna have to find a job, pressure to, and it's gonna be so hard because they want a lot of things from you now, like accomplishments or anything interesting, and you don't, you're cooked. Yeah, basically, when you're an adult or grown person, grown, you're not gonna have it easy, you know? You're basically living like in the real world, and you have to be anxious, you have to be scared of the future and aging and stuff. It's definitely not easy. And because like kids used to look up to adults and they want to be like them to do whatever they want, but now you're gonna be like so scared of everything, anxious of bills, taxes, money. trying to pay for everything. But at least you're the youngest as you could be right now, because when you're older, you're not gonna like walk again or see. Maybe in like crutches. So yeah. But still, being an adult in 2026 is hard. I could not.